We may never truly understand the pain that causes someone, even the rich and famous, to take their own life. But in the case of Robin Williams, Dr. Josh Klapow tells us this is something that is the end result of a lifelong struggle.
Robin Williams had a history of not only substance abuse, but bipolar disorder, including depression. And so this was not something that just came out of the blue. He had been battling this for most of his life. When depression hits, it can hit anybody at any time, and it doesn't have to be associated with happy or sad times.
We asked Dr. Josh about the specifics of depression. He says there's a misconception about what depression is and what is at the heart of this mental illness.
What we have to understand about depression is it is not the same as being sad or the same as feeling down. Depression is a physiological, psychological, cognitive condition that affects the mind and it affects the body. And when somebody's depressed, they aren't in a position to just cheer up or to just pull themselves up by their bootstraps. It wears you down at every level, and it's not something that you just snap out of.
And for those left behind after a suicide, they can struggle to come to terms with the act itself. But Dr. Klapow says there's more to suicide than someone just being selfish.
When you talk about suicide, for those who are left, very often they see the person who committed suicide as being selfish because they're left and that person who committed suicide is no longer there. But very often for the person who commits suicide, they're in such depths of depression, in their mind they see themselves as a burden to their loved ones, to their community, to the world. And taking their own life is not only a way for them to escape their own pain, but in their mind it's a way to unburden the rest of the world of them. And so it's exactly the opposite that loved ones who are left find and feel, and that's what makes suicide so tragic on both sides.
Last night on WIAT 42 News at 10, we spoke with a suicide survivor about her experience. And you'll be able to find that story along with resources to help prevent suicides online at WIAT.com.